Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished in our town of Springview, where we open up this episode to a whole bunch of backlogged work that have got to be completed. We've got a wave of migrants in, which really kind of threw us throughout our plans of getting our chapel done and a backup boarding home. We did get that one in. So we can go ahead and take that one off the list. We need to get them jobs. We need to get the quarry going. I have several houses that we need to get worked on to get them out of the boarding home, as well as getting more of our younger families started. Yep, there's a couple that could form right out of there. There's one who just never flew the nest. He's already going to be a bachelor for life. Or was that a she? He. Okay. So, we have a trader in. And we were having storage problems, but we've got 3 markets queued up. So, this one is actually about ready to build. Materials are in. And still have stone to boot. Nice. Curious. Our stone is good here. Stone is good there. Those are only 2 projects that are queued up at the moment. Ah, we're doing well. Let's get the 3 markets going first. So let's queue up one more market right off the bat. No, the quarry was... Yeah, okay, the quarry's being built. Okay. Yeah. So back to our trader, who brought us potato seeds and pear seeds. That's the significance of this tab. I was thinking to myself, boy, I wish there was a way to know if I bought pears yet. So here is all of the possible things that we can buy. And pear is not there. So that answered that question. All of these are important for one reason or another. You just got to get into the right situation to realize the importance. Yes, we want that one. 2,500, we got to get rid of it in items that we produce. So iron tools right off the bat is something we're trying to get rid of, because steel tools are boy, we've got a lot of them. In fact, maybe we need to set a limit, a better yeah, let's think about that. Limits are here. There it is. Let's take our iron tool, our tools, down to 250. Warm coats, close. It's already at 250. Okay. So we'll stop the production there. And let's get rid of the iron tools we've got. So 800. Well, we'll go ahead and use up all these first. 133. So we're at 1,000 of our 2,500. We'll do the rest in warm coats. So we need another, a little less than 1,500. So 80 is the starting point. So we need to cut off 164. So that is what? What does 70 do? So 72, right? That's overpaying by 4, and I'm happy with that completely. So we'll trade that, dismiss, get the game rolling again. Looks like 5 speeds going on there. So we're building the quarry right now, and we're building the market really soon. We need iron. We have plenty of iron. We've got our second mine going. Lots of iron in the economy right now. And stone is still lagging. Eventually we're going to get enough stone going that we can go through and stone all of our roads in, which will really increase the efficiency of our society. Well, our little town that we're calling our society. This is Springview the Empire here. Alright, the second one that we triggered is this one. Okay. That's going to get the last of our main town here up and running. We're going to need... We have plenty of iron for that. The quarry just got done. Okay, so let's do something here. Just like we did with the mine. Let's grab both quarries side by side and think about this. We have... 5 or 6 that I'm comfortable with stealing out of here. In fact, we can even back this down a little bit. So we've got the capacity for 30. Let's get 2 more vendors in for that market. For that matter, let's get 2 more in yet, so that they're already in place for the next market, so we don't forget. We're going to toss this into underneath here so the circle will stay lit. This one's going to be completed here real soon. We've got lots of builders available. Quarry. So we've got 5 more to play with. Let's kick this up to 20. It's going to give us roughly 10 in each, so they're going to move around quite a bit wherever they can find housing. So we need a... We've got a stockpile over here. I really don't want to take any more land out of here for the forest. Can I get a stockpile over here? Let's see here. Stockpile. How much red is there in this area? So if I were to start here, and do that, and then even start a second one. Oh, those words are in the way. Zoom in here. So if we were to go from here and do that. So we'd do 2 small stockpiles instead of 1 big one. Total population, where are we at now? 152. We hit 150 with the migrant wave. And we've had a lot of people dying off. And we're still at least even. So we're not losing ground. This market, we've already accounted for the vendors that are going to go in there. So I'm thinking we can set this underneath now and it will stay in place. We already have, up to 6 in each. Okay. We've got to tone this down to 2. Up to 12 in each. Okay, so 8 of them all went to the same market. Of course. Now we have 2 in each. Okay. And put this back over the top. That makes more sense. So, construction projects. We're actually getting ahead here. So let's open some of these up. What do we want first? Let's get the last market going, which will get our health up to all of our citizens. Now our citizens are still... We still have the issue with the herbalist. Just got to thinking. We put this herbalist here so people can get herbs from the market and then go to the herbalist, not have to walk all the way back into here to get the herbs. We should probably consider doing a similar thing at each of these markets. Now that one is over here. So let's do that. An herbalist at each. That is here. Yeah. So that's there. We'll do that. Let's also road into the market a bit. Like so and like so. Now, next market. Got one here. Probably don't need to road around this one. We'll leave that one alone. We got the other market. That one's already in. And they're not taking the roads anyway. Now this one, it might be nice to get a road heading into it. I'm thinking they're going to kind of diagonal to it anyway, so let's Z over. Well, that didn't make much of a diagonal for us. But we'll do something like that. Actually, that one was unnecessary. So let's pause for that trader and undo that square there. Nope, just a click. There we go. Okay, trader is bringing us ale and firewood. Really can't do anything with this time. I can't even get creative about it. We don't need more ale, and we've got more firewood now that we know what to do with. So we'll let him make his run. Down to 2 laborers. We finally got to the point to where we are overwhelming our growth with our death spiral here of our older generation all dying off almost at once. So that school and this school here, we're still doing fine and as far as capacity for cranking out students. So let's take our builders down a couple notches. So what are we actually building? We're building the market. Oh, we're building the herbalists that we didn't mark. Here. And that's almost done anyway. So let's put another... oh, those were workers. That makes more sense now. Okay, 1 herbalist in there, and we have 3 total. I thought I said there were 6 herbalists in our economy, and that's not right. Alright, so over here, the herbalist is over here. I think that's close enough. We're not going to worry about it. This one, though, is going to be an issue. Unless we were to pop an herbalist into here. Let's do that. We'll put one out in the forest, and the herbalist can actually collect. Though this one... I'm not zooming. There we go. This one over here can collect out of this forest. That'll be fine. So let's make this herbalist work. Rather than putting him here and have him just collect out of this area, let's go ahead and put him into this area. We built this great stone road. Let's get some use out of it. So what was that last warning? We had a death by something other than old age. Okay. Herbalist is here, there, and turned into that stone road. About like that. And we do have a river here. So I'm hoping that they can fire water bucket brigade right out of here. Don't need to put a well in. So we'll let that herbalist build as well. We're still looking good at materials. Don't need to... Well, we'll go ahead and bring it out just to mark it so we can watch it. So that one was for this market. This one has already been accounted for. Where am I? Oh, over here. This one. So that one has been built. Yep, so we're fine. Because this one didn't need one. That's right. That's why I'm missing one. This one is close enough to this. So, with that, another wave of deaths. Here we are running the game fast. I didn't realize that we may have just lost no teacher, thankfully. Okay. I want to keep a cushion there so that when I'm making a Let's Play video is quite different from just playing the game. I'm thinking about what I'm saying next. I'm not thinking so much about what that noise was down there. So I want to keep track of things so I don't get behind the curve again like I did with the firewood and spend 4 or 5 episodes playing catch-up. How's our cemetery doing? We're having a lot of deaths. I wonder if there's a point coming where this is going to be overwhelmed. There was the thought at one time of putting a cemetery out in front of the doctor. And that kind of makes sense. Take this down to 2 before everybody moves over to this market. And we'll add 2 more So that's vendor. 10 out of 10. Okay. This goes down underneath there, gets locked in, and we are actually running low on labor. Wow. So who are we going to thin first? I really want to start stoning roads, putting in stone roads. So let's thin down the mines. So let's take out 4 mining jobs. We'll do that. We must have made another woodcutter and didn't account for it. Is that what's up? No. I gotta think about that. We've hit our limit. But still only... Okay, woodcutter. 2 out of 4 woodcutters. How did we do that? So woodcutters, I must have have adjusted the wrong thing at some point. We have 4 woodcutters. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can only be set for 1. Well, there's another wave of deaths. Food has dropped, but that's because a lot of it is stored in our trader. Let's look at population. Okay, there's our surge of nomads, and since then we've been dropping off pretty heavy. Now, population is yellow. Students have been increasing. Yeah, these will be converse. As you create students, you're getting rid of children, so this isn't alarming. Citizens, this is overall, happiness and clothing and all that. So really, it's population. We're still essentially on the same pathway we would have been. We've only, this line would have carried out across without those nomads. But with all of the deaths that we're dealing with, without those nomads, I'm thinking we would have been down to here. We would be definitely seeing a drop in population. So it's a good thing that we took that wave. So what we're seeing is a population boom at some point that is hitting the end of its life. We head back 50 years. This drop off is a result of maybe this steep increase right here. So a whole bunch of new people came in, and they're all hitting that retirement age, that at the end of their life in this game, which is actually, to me, quite high. I wouldn't think there'd be a lot of 70-year-olds in this condition. A town that has a lot of leaves for snow. Early spring. We had a late snow. The average life expectancy of this 16 to 1700s is probably closer to 40 years old. Anyway, game back on. It is definitely opening up housing. We shouldn't be seeing a lot of 30-year-olds living at home anymore. There's a 24-year-old, 19, a 16. Okay, we are actually doing really well on supplies, so let's open up as many of these building projects as we dare. So, an herbalist coming in, we're going to want a 4th herbalist. Why am I not seeing it? There you are. A 5th herbalist. So we need to drop out even more labor somewhere else. Oh, wait a minute. That herbalist was 2 instead of 1. Where did that one go? That was over here in this forest. Herbalist right there. Okay, we want only 1 person working there. Take that down to 4. Okay. So that gives us 2 laborers, 2 builders right now. I think there's still some roads somewhere for those builders to be working on. Otherwise, it's probably time to open up the housing over here. Tell you what, let's get our chapel going. We've got an opportunity here. We're not in crisis mode anymore. Let's do that. And is there... Food is down to 14,000. Is there anything in the trader that we want to release back into the economy? There's 1,000 beef here. Let's see, let's grab this and move it. You can also hit that pin. That will lock it in too somewhere. Well, yeah. Now it's pinned. I had unpinned it. But moving it does essentially the same thing. Beef is 1,500, so we still have more beef out there than we have in here. Firewood is fine. Herbs are fine. Eggs. Are we keeping up with our eggs here? 122, yeah, we're basically even. Fish 1,500. 1,200. Iron tools, we have none left. Okay, so we can pull out that command just in case that's causing anguish somewhere, not being able to satisfy it. Mushrooms were fine. Onions are fine. So really it's venison is the question. And we're doing good. Okay, we'll just leave this alone. It's fine. So let me think for a while here. So are we satisfied on our workforce otherwise? 4 out of 12. We're a little low on hunters. We never did max out the fishermen. Otherwise, miners and stonecutters are the only thing that are not fully satisfied, and that's where we have the flexibility to move things around. Stone is coming up quickly. So I'm thinking let's get rid of some of the stonecutters. Turn them into builders. We'll leave it there. And we've got the chapel we're working on. Let's go ahead and get this stone house completed. And let's get these wells going. Another trader. They're getting really prolific right now. Pause, what have you got to sell us? Stone and coal. So we're going to pass. Once these are done, I think some stone roads will be in order. In fact, we can possibly pull that off now. Mostly I'm thinking about this pathway kind of from this town center down through to this town center. And then this pathway through here to the middle. And eventually this pathway out into this area, so that basically our markets are all connected by stone pathways. But let's let the builders work on these first. We'll see these disappear rather quickly if we can just leave them alone and let them work. We've got 4 builders. This is already stocked. This is already stocked. This is already stocked. No, except for the iron. This well is done. Right there. Nice. That just reminded me that Colonial Charter mod that I'll probably jump into soon when we complete this series. And I might complete this series, then move into another game for a little while, then come back to Banished, give a little break between. But that mod will let you build stone walls and fences and put in trees of different colors, different kinds in the yards, and just a lot more flexibility. So that's going to be a very fun one to get into. I've been watching a few other Let's Players run that mod, and it's enjoyable. This well is being worked on. The chapel is being worked on. Yeah, all the materials are in. And all the materials are in here. So really, we need workers. We need builders. So with all of that, the supplies are holding. Let's drop 4 foresters out and make them temporary builders. I'm thinking these materials move so quickly because we have a lot of industries that are satisfied. They're at their limits. So, kind of like wintertime with all the farmers being available. Stone house and an older couple moved in who still has the opportunity to have a baby yet. That's what I'm thinking. Let's park this off to the side and watch. Chapel's being built. Let's see that. We'll watch this one complete. And we'll take out the trees right in here so we can see the front of the building. It's building quickly. There it is. The chapel is in. Any smoke out of here? No chimney. Nice. Oh, we need to hire someone for it. Chapel, right there. That is a... what did they... cleric is what they're calling it. Okay. Ah, there's a capacity issue here. We have enough for now. Is there a sphere of influence? There's not. I guess it's kind of like the school. So it wouldn't hurt to have another chapel somewhere on this side of the map eventually. But that has to deal with their happiness, I'm guessing. Here's happiness, yeah. That is health. So the markets and the herbalists had a lot to do with health. So what's next? The well is done. Right there. Is that the last necessary well? Let's think that one through. We probably could use a well up in this area. Let's do that. So the well is here. And where is kind of out of the way? We'll do it right there. So we have the well going in. Put that up there. This one is done. This house, they've not had a baby. Lots of food coming in. They haven't had time to make a baby yet. They're working on their inventory. So with that, we can stone some pathways and continue opening up more housing. Each of these houses are 40 stone. Let's go ahead and open these up. Let's get these done. And we have a baby. That's good news. That's what I wanted to see. Alright. I wonder if Animeral. I wonder if Animeral will have 2 babies yet. So we'll keep that open and kind of keep track of their family. Otherwise, where are we at for our future? The future of Springview. It'd be nice to get more housing near this quarry. So housing over here. Nope. That's why I left the circles up. That is not covered by market. So a merchant has arrived again. Boy, at speed 5. Life just goes by really fast. Life in the fast lane. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? That is a lot of goods available to us. Wow. Is there anything that we need? Peppers, we're growing it. Pear seeds we now own, but we forgot to use. Steel tools we have. Beans we don't have. We'll take 1,000 beans, please. And everything else we've got. Well, we could grab some more peppers. We are kind of low on them. Yeah, we could do that. Apples. Ugh. I'm never going to learn, am I? Okay. Let's look at this again. Let's grab the apples. We actually don't have very many of them. And the peppers. Onions we don't need. Fish we don't need. Ale we have lots of. Iron we're fine. Beans. Okay, so with that we need 3,000, which is simply 1,000 venison. And we're good. Trade. Dismiss. And with that, I think we need to dismiss this episode. We'll leave this in our focus. We need to get housing for these workers. Otherwise, I'm really not seeing any real critical issues left. That's right, we never destroyed the orchards, so we don't need to replace them or move them somewhere. Yep, so we'll get into housing these workers, and then we'll take another long look at the map and see if there's anything else that we want to accomplish. And it's kind of fun when you get a map with a little island out here. Drop a road across to the island, build a little something, and bridge back across to somewhere else. Is there anywhere that we want to put another tunnel, just for fun? We can't get one in here even if we wanted to. Even at this point, it comes out in the water pretty much. Might not hurt to tunnel through here. Maybe. Now, there's really not a tremendous advantage to it, but just as an excuse to put one in. Let's peek around a little bit further before we call this done. Maybe another bridge across somewhere, but yeah, there's really not a lot of advantage to tunnels or bridges, other than maybe popping across here. This would have been probably another area to... Now, these mountain maps are so hard to really grow into. We could try to grow into something like this if we wanted to, and road through here and jump across. But, alright. Call this one done. Please hit the like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. This has been Noble Rambler, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye, folks.